Welcome back. We're talking Champions League with Adam Lallana and the guy from Squawker. Lovely to have you both.
Cheers.
Yeah. Should we go through the groups in the Champions League? Because they're quite exciting, aren't they?
They are.
Should we start with Group A, go to D?
That makes sense.
Yeah, do it. Good.
Yeah.
Group A, it's a good group.
It is a good group.
But arguably two very strong sides, two teams who you'd imagine will not go through.
Yeah, I think obviously you look at Malmo, it's going to be very hard for them to compete against likes of Juventus, Atletico Madrid, but maybe Olympiacos could spring a surprise, maybe. I think Juventus should progress along with Atletico Madrid, but I'd expect Madrid, last year's finalists, to finish top. You know, Olympiacos, they could cause problems, but I think it's a foregone conclusion.
A lot of the group stages relies on when people play each other, so it's quite interesting to look at the order of teams. If, say, the two big guys play each other first, then someone might get out ahead, and you tactically you work that out. So that does give Olympiacos a chance to go through. I think Malmo won't go through on that one, but I think Olympiacos have got a chance.
Potentially, obviously they showed against Man United that they weren't that much of a pushover last season, but that was a poor Man United side.
Yeah.
I think Atletico Madrid, like we're saying, are going to steamroll the group. Griezmann, Mandzukic, top signings, going to score the goals. Going to be dogged again. We saw against Real Madrid that they were dogged, won the game. That's what's going to happen, I think, with this group.
Group B is really interesting for England fans. We're talking FC Basel, we're talking Liverpool, we're talking Ludogorets, and we're talking Real Madrid. Ludogorets.
Yeah, I think
it's a good group for two of those sides.
Yeah, again, you'd say foregone conclusion, but I mean, Basel last year, they beat Chelsea home and away, so again, they could spring a surprise. Liverpool is the first season Brendan Rodgers is going to have managed in the Champions League, so it'd be interesting to see how they get on. I think Ludogorets are like the second ever Bulgarian team to qualify for the group stages, so you'd have to say they're going to finish last. Basel do well to do, you know, they should finish third place, qualify for the Europa. It's going to be between Liverpool and Real Madrid for that top spot. I'm not sure who's going to be top. You'd say Real Madrid, but I know Liverpool, they're very good going forward. Madrid have got that weakness at the back.
Are Liverpool really that good going forward without Danny Sturridge?
I think without Daniel Sturridge, I think that they're not that good, but I think with Brendan Rodgers resting Sterling at the weekend, it's quite obvious that he wants to do well in the Champions League, which is his first appearance there. Fair enough. Sterling scored or assisted 50% of Liverpool's goals in the Premier League this season. He's a key man for them. So if he can get out of the Real Madrid back four, like we're saying, get beyond the holding midfielder, he's going to cause a lot of problems.
Group C, now this one's an interesting one, isn't it? Because there's a lot of quality in there. We've got Bayern Leverkusen, we've got Benfica, Monaco, and Zenit St. Petersburg.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it and it looks like a very strong group. I think Monaco, though, they sold obviously Falcao and Rodriguez, their two best players. Still got a bit of quality there. Berbatov up front, of course. Moutinho, Kondogbia. But I think, for me, I think Leverkusen, they look pretty good at the start of the season so far. I think they're going to finish top. And I think it's probably going to be Benfica going through second.
I like Benfica, although I like them more with Lazar Markovic. But they still embody the same things they did.
I think they're going to struggle, maybe Benfica. They obviously lost a lot of players over the summer, and replacing players and getting them playing a style of football is going to be quite difficult. I'm going to go with Leverkusen top. They've started brilliantly in the Bundesliga. They play a very high pressing game. Their four attacking players press very high up the pitch. I'm going to say Zenit are going to be the other team that will go through in that group.
They've got AVB.
AVB, I think, with AVB for some reason, Holt just plays for him.
Yeah.
And I think that they literally just play for him. And I think that he can bring the best out of the Hulk and that side. And I'd say that they're going to be finished second in that group.
Interesting. Can we go with D?
It's going to be Arsenal, Borussia Dortmund, I reckon, 1 and 2.
Is it? Do you not think
tempted to say so?
If Galatasaray can play their cards right, then
yeah. I mean, they sprung the surprise last season. They beat Juventus out of their group, but I think Arsenal haven't failed to qualify for the knockout stages since like 2000 or something like that. So you have to say they're going to get through. Dortmund again, they've got very strong players like Royce. You know, Kagawa's back. But Galatasaray again, they could throw a spanner in the works. They could surprise Arsenal.
Cesar Prandelli's back at Galatasaray, back into club football. At Fiorentina, his sides were very tactically flexible. You know, playing 4-3-3, playing 4-2-3-1. They were very nice to watch. So you could see them being the surprise in the group, I'd say. But I think Dortmund and Arsenal are too strong. Dortmund have got a lot of injuries at the moment. Royce is out, Cuba's out. You know, it's a very, very long list. But Kagawa's back, scored at the weekend. So you know he could light up. He's got something to prove in England, hasn't he? I reckon I'm going to go with Dortmund top. Arsenal second.
Yeah, but I think Arsenal top.
Thank you very much for watching our Champions League preview of A to D. We'd love to know who you think is going to make it out of the group stages. Until next time, we'll see you on the next preview of the Champions League.